This is Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with Charles Neal and my son Link from Good Mythical Morning. How you doing, son?
Not good, Dad. Not good. What have you done? I don't know if you have you observed anything about me? Do I look subpar?
No, everything looks good to me.
Thank you. So
the way when you came in and sat down, it won't really like you just come in and plop right down.
Yeah, it was a bit ginger. I'm not talking about redheads either. I threw my back out yesterday, and I was immobilized last night. Went to bed. I was in quite a amount of pain, and then this morning I got up. It's 12 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock your time right now.
Yeah.
And it took me everything I got to get here by this point. I got up, couldn't move. Took a hot bath to loosen up, and then I was just so give out. I had to just lay back down in the bed. So then when I woke up again, I made another cup of coffee. Because I was like, well, if you get up, you drink a cup of coffee, and then you go back to sleep. When you get up again, you do get another coffee. So
you do?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you do. It's a little reward for your back being thrown out.
So what were you doing to throw your back out?
I was just making a bowl of cottage cheese, Dad.
That's the first problem right there, eating cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is the best cheese. I was making my special, my special weekend lunch.
How wait a minute. Cottage cheese it's in a little container.
Yeah.
And it's not very heavy.
No, it's not. It's actually pretty airy. It's kind of light.
Yeah. And so how do you throw your back out dipping out cottage cheese?
Well, I'm not going to tell you how I did it. I'm just going to tell you that I definitely did do it. Whatever I did it, because it did happen, and that's what I was doing when it happened. You got to take the spoon. Oh, it kind of hurts to just, you hold the cottage cheese, and then you take the spoon and you scoop out the cottage cheese, and then you throw it into a bowl, scoop, dollop into the bowl.
Yep.
And I think somewhere in between the scoop and then the dollop, I might have turned from the scooping to then slap that dollop over on the bowl beside it. And when I twisted, I'm using the chair now because I can't. When I twisted from the cottage cheese container to the recipient bowl and did the dollop, I think that twist did it. Now
sometimes hey. Well, listen, I'm gonna give you a little bit of slack because I'm gonna tell you sometimes I have hurt my back, and all it took was just one little step or one little turn, and it's just like that, just catches and hurting. So, and I'm gonna
please give me some sympathy. Keep it coming.
I really do. I really do appreciate you putting forth the effort, being hurt, and getting on up and trying one time and then trying again and coming on in and
still here,
having to come straight in and do Dispatches from Myrtle Beach. So
it's that important.
Me and all our Myrtle Beach, thank you for putting that effort forward and getting here in time. So
thank you for saying that, Dad.
And listen, and when we get through today, I'm giving you permission to take the rest of the day off and go back home and rest.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. I got something else I gotta do, and something else we gotta film, and then I gotta do something else, and then I'll do that. But I might be prostrate. You know what I mean by that? When I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't hurt to sit. It hurts to stand. Like I can't stand. I can't walk. And laying down kind of hurts, but Christy was helpful. She didn't give me the level of sympathy that you're giving me, but she did give me some sympathy because she has gone through this before. And I want to I want to show you a couple of things to prove my point. I love Christy.
I know that. Yeah.
And she related to my plight because she has actually hurt herself. So this was years ago. Take a look at this picture that I took of her laying on the rug in our kitchen.
Oh Lord, she's in pain.
Yeah, and that you can see my foot down there. That's me standing over her taking a picture. And can you read what her shirt says?
I did my best. Yeah.
And yeah, she dropped her phone right there, laid it right in front of the sink in the kitchen. And so I took the picture because I'd hate for her not to remember such a moment. So I want to tell you that my wife got her revenge. I would love to show you a video that she took. Stop.
I just found him like this.
Stop.
What happened to my cottage sheets?
I'm telling you, you got no
I can't see your shorts.
Well, then stop filming me.
You look like you're naked with a knee brace on.
and got sunglasses on. I ain't.
Hey man, that cottage cheese is bright. You know how white that cottage cheese can get? Boy, if it glints in your eye wrong, you could run into something. You could be blinded. I've been blinded by a bright bowl of cottage cheese, and I'm never making that mistake again. So yeah, I was wearing sunglasses. And did you see that the cottage cheese container was on the floor?
Yeah.
Same exact spot that Christy fell.
Yep.
Same
I've
place.
noticed that.
Same place.
Yep.
This is our backs thrown out, let's hit the floor spot. See, you see how I roll on the weekends, Dad? Sunglasses, shorts, flip-flops, cottage cheese. I was living my best life right before this. And then it just all comes tumbling down. It all comes crumbling down around you. And now I am well acquainted with my age.
Okay.
I'm just
So are you taking any Tylenol or Aleve or any pain medicine or anything?
I'm taking ibuprofen. And I'm
Okay.
gonna keep it generic in case we get sponsored by a drug at some point. You want to be sponsored by a drug?
Yeah, be all right. Yeah, I take
Be all right. Hey, we're both getting old. We need to start getting sponsored by drugs.
Yeah, especially me.
Oh my God! Dad.
Sounds like you now too. So.
Here's the thing. I've been wearing a knee brace for almost 2
Yeah,
weeks.
I saw one on your knee. Yeah.
I was wearing a knee brace because my kneecap got out of line, and then it's like it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, you know what? I know how to fix this kneecap thing. I've been to the physical therapy for this, and they gave me exercises to do. So I found these bands, and I was determined to fix my knee. So I put this band around my knees, and I started spreading my knees apart to work the outside of my hip. You know?
Yeah.
Where it's like if you see your butt from the side, like if you're looking straight at me, I'm facing you, and you could see my butt. That's really my hips. That's the one I'm working on. I'm trying to make it where you can see my butt from the front, because that will put my kneecap in alignment.
Okay.
You feel me?
Sounds like you got a lot more going on there than you ought to be trying to fix yourself. So maybe, but I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm 73.
Yeah.
I ain't had a bit of trouble. My knees hurt. and my back hurts and all kind of things hurt from my waist down.
Oh,
But I don't, my feet tingle all the time. And so I got a lot of stuff going on that maybe I ought to be able to start getting some of this stuff you're doing and
yeah.
getting my alignment right.
You need
or
to
something.
you need to get that butt to show from the front, Dad. And it will fix your kneecap if that's what's hurting. If you're like
No, it ain't
kneecap.
the kneecap.
Okay, well, it's my kneecap. And then I also rode my bike for the first time since my bike accident. And because that's good for my knee, because it strengthens my quads. And
Oh yeah.
but then I
So
think
did you ride your bike the day before you
hours
or
before.
hours before?
Yep.
That's why
That's what did it.
that was the first thing, and it probably worked on some muscles in your back that you didn't know
Yeah.
was worked on, and they said, "I'm gonna fix you for riding your bicycle."
Yeah. The bike gave me lower back tension, and then the stuff that I did for my hips. Those two combination of those two things, my body said I can't hold you up anymore.
Yeah.
So here I am. My feet don't tingle though. I don't know. I guess I have that to look forward to.
Yeah, I hope you don't have
I
to
don't know.
deal with that,
But I appreciate the sympathy. Maybe I need to pull up the rug. Maybe that's the problem. The rug in the kitchen. If there's no spot to fall, me and Christy won't keep falling.
you might ought to leave the rug there because that is a little cushion because you got hard floors like we got. So
Yeah.
So maybe you ought to not
Just put a mattress
forget-
there.
Just forget it. Well, no, you'd probably trip over it and really get hurt. So no, just
Okay.
well, I'm sorry you're hurt.
But let's move on.
Uh,
Yeah, I appreciate the sympathy, but we can move on.
Well, yeah, we're gonna move on because you see that I'm dressed in red,
Yes, sir.
and it don't have anything to do with the wolf pack.
Okay.
It's because when this episode comes out, it's Valentine's Day,
Oh,
A few days after.
all right.
and we
Well,
and I've
it-
already and
Okay.
I've already celebrated Valentine's Day,
Oh.
and our church has a banquet, and they serve
A banquet.
everybody in the church that wants to sign up and go to it. And so,
So how
I
sexy
asked-
does it get? Because this is a church thing. It's like,
oh no, they just feed you a good meal, and they have some nice, clean entertainment.
nice, clean entertainment. So it doesn't get
Yeah.
raunchy. It's Valentine's
No.
Day. Come on.
No, you
Come on.
can't. No, we're going to church. You know about
Li-
church.
I
Don't
know
even
about
start me. Don't even start. Don't even start.
what?
Hey, don't even go there. We ain't going there. We're talking about the Valentine's banquet and everybody eating. So I
Song of
asked
Hey,
Nancy-
Dad. Song of Solomon's in the Bible.
That's right.
And
So
hey,
I
it gets raunchy. It gets a little raunchy
Yeah, it does.
in the
But I
Bible.
asked Nancy about a week ago. I said, "Would you like to go to the Valentine's banquet?"
Oh,
And because she hadn't, because of everything's going on with her, not really getting around people, so she don't get sick and
right.
be ready to take her other treatments and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, "Here's what I'd like for you to do." She said, she's got a friend, and she's an elderly lady, and it's Miss Annie Bell's her name.
Okay.
And Nancy has taken her to the hospital for some cancer treatments and stuff down at Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, close to Charleston several times. She said, "Why don't you take Annie Bell to the Valentine's banquet?" I said, "Okay, I'll think about it."
Oh, okay. I'll
So-
think about it.
So one day this past week, I got a phone call, and it was from Annie Bell.
Uh-huh.
She had lost Nancy's telephone number, and she was calling to check on Nancy
Uh-huh.
and wanted to know how she was doing and everything. And I said to myself, boy, this is kind of ironic. I mean, because I hadn't called her. And so we talked, and I talked to her about Nancy, and then she got ready to hang up and I said, hold on a minute, Miss Annabelle. I said, I got something to ask you. I said, do you want to go to the Valentine's banquet? And I said, are you going to go to the Valentine's banquet?
Okay.
She said, well, I signed up for it. And I said, well, how about this? Nancy don't want to go because she can't be around people about getting sick. I said, how about if I come by and pick you up, me and you go to the Valentine's banquet? And she said, oh, I would love that. Thank you very much. And she just went on a little bit, and she was tickled to death. And it'd be kind of like asking Nana,
Okay, yeah. She's your elder.
She's probably 86 or 88 or something.
Okay.
So,
well, you said
when I got home,
you said she was tickled to death, but you got to
so
be
when
careful
I got
saying
home
that when she's that
afternoon,
old.
I had give her Nancy's telephone number, and she had called Nancy, and Nancy said she just went on and on and on. She says, your handsome husband is taking me to the Valentine's banquet.
Hey,
So
you're never too old to surprise an older lady.
I thought it was nice, and so
I thought it was
we
nice
went to
too.
the Valentine's banquet and had a nice meal and had some entertainment, and
Okay.
I carried her back home, and we had a good time. So
Nothing
I
raunchy.
got me a little star somewhere for doing something nice,
You got a little star somewhere, like not in heaven, but in like the retirement home in heaven or something.
Yeah.
You get a star. You get so somewhere there's a chart, and you're getting stars. Okay, this is what motivates you. Star.
And then
Little star
if you
stickers.
sometimes that chart I do some things and they take them stars away.
Oh, okay. Because this reminds me of, you're just like Lincoln. When we were potty training Lincoln, I say, I think I actually did. Yeah, Christy went out of town one weekend and she came back and I taught him how to use the toilet. But then so I don't know if it was Lincoln or which kid it was, but Christy had created a sticker chart. And our kids were really motivated to use the potty with that sticker chart. It sounds like the same goes for you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna get you for your birthday. I'm gonna get you a new sticker chart, or maybe just a sticker to put on it.
Okay. But
that is kind of you, Dad.
Yeah. Well, I just did it.
Because Nancy told you to do it.
That would be correct.
Right. You're not gonna be asking older women out on Valentine's dates if it's not Nancy's idea.
No, I ain't.
Right.
Whether they're old, young, or whoever they are.
Yep.
That was. And Nancy wanted me to be able to get out of the house a little bit and go somewhere and socialize with people.
So she is staying out of. She doesn't want to be exposed to public stuff right now because of her cancer treatment. Because she's in the middle of. Give us an update on her chemo treatment, because they're spacing that out.
Well, she's had her first one, and next week she has her second one, but her first couple of days was really good.
Right after the treatment, right?
But it's all kind of been down the hill and then up the hill a little bit and then back down. And she had about 3 days where she didn't sleep any at all.
Really?
Because her bones was hurting so bad and her knees were hurting, and it's kind of like and they told us about it, said that it'd be like you had the flu.
So it feels like you have the flu.
But that's kind of gone away, and now she's kind of figured out a little bit. She's still cooking for me a little bit and doing some things, but she figures out that when she does a little bit, then she needs to go sit down and rest. And when I came in here today, she was in the chair asleep in the recliner up there.
Okay.
Where she'd been up and fixed me some lunch, and then went over there and sat down. And so that's what she's. So we're waiting to do her next treatment in about a week. So
And they're spaced out 3 weeks apart.
every 3 weeks.
Okay,
3
so
weeks apart.
but if it continues like the first one, it's going to be. You now know what to expect, which is after a couple of days. How many days was it really painful and bad? Was it a whole week?
Probably 3 days, maybe 4.
Okay.
But she ain't been sick, been nauseated or anything. But this past weekend, she got her brush out and was combing her hair, and her hair is just coming all out in clumps
Oh yeah.
and everything. So she is going to lose her hair. It was funny, Link. She said, "Well, it's bad I'm losing my hair on my head." She said, "But I ain't got to shave my legs anymore because I ain't got no hair on my legs."
That's good that she's being
On the
positive.
bright side.
Yeah, looking on the bright side.
That tickled me. I laughed.
Well, it's funny. I was thinking about the wigs that she's had for a while, that you're the only one that's been making use of these wigs on this show. And now it seems like, well, she's got those at her disposal. She did not buy them because she knew she was getting cancer treatment. She bought them.
No,
She bought them because she thought she didn't want to fix her hair sometime, but then she never wore them, right?
Yes. Well, she wore one time.
One time.
Yeah.
So,
Well, listen to this. She told me the other day, she said, if I do lose my hair, which she is, she said, you better not have stretched my wigs where they fit and they all won't fit on my head no more. I said, oh, hell. Too late now.
I wonder how many breast cancer survivors have to deal with the fact that their husband has stretched out their wigs. I mean, so she hasn't tried them on yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
But she's got 2 more new ones that I ain't put on yet, and that I'm not touching them.
Okay. All right. What about her underwear? You gonna start wearing those now?
No.
You gonna keep wearing them? You gonna keep stretching out her underwear?
I don't wear underwear.
Well, that's not what you said earlier. You said, yeah, you're going. You said no. You're gonna keep stretching out her underwear. That's what you said. Yes, you did.
I said her wig, not her underwear.
I said, are you gonna keep stretching out her underwear? And you said, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so I don't know. She's gonna put on one of those wigs and just that thing's gonna be bobbling all over the place because of your big head.
And I'm gonna hear a brick come by my head or something.
Oh.
Throw it at me. I don't know.
Well, hold on. You need to go around the house and get rid of all your bricks if you think that's what's gonna happen. Hide all the bricks now. We'll wait.
No.
But she does plan on wearing those wigs.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Link, I think I talked to you a little bit and send you, but do you know that we had 8 inches of snow here at North Myrtle Beach?
I want you to tell everybody, and I hope you have the pictures to show for the YouTube version. But like, I mean, they were saying this was like is this like a once in a lifetime or once every 10 years? Like, what were they saying?
I got out and went down to the beach and took a picture of the snow on the beach where we go sit on the beach in the summertime.
I mean, it's like a couple of inches of snow literally on the sand of the beach.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. And
'Cause we had-
complete coverage too. It's not, but it wasn't just like blowing around. This is
Oh no.
unprecedented.
I think they told that it had been like 8 or 10 years, or maybe even longer, but it has happened before, but not. I don't think it was as much as, because I mean, we had
There was a dusting the year before, like a flurry, and you weren't there for it. I remember that.
No, we were gone on a cruise.
Did you build a snowman?
Matthew and his dad built a snowman, a big snowman. I didn't have no help and didn't want to be out there because, listen, the day after it snowed, the temperature did not go up any. The temperature went down.
Oh.
And it was like the high the next day was like 20 degrees.
Whew. That's not what you moved to Myrtle
And
Beach
it was
for.
cold enough that when we got up the next morning, I went and it was on part of the house, but the front part of the house at the kitchen, I turned the hot water on and it was froze.
Oh. That'll bust your pipes, right?
Yep, well, it could.
But it didn't.
It didn't. I finally turned it on, trickled it enough, and it finally, but it's been cold. The day when I quit work and came in to start to do the podcast, at 11:30, it was 38 degrees.
Man. Still now.
Today, it ain't supposed to get up to like 42 or 44 today.
Was there a lot of accidents on the road, or did people stay off the road for the snow?
There was some accidents, yeah.
Okay.
And I think there was a couple fatalities.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
sir.
when you called me, you were like driving around in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not being a good example, Dad.
I had to go get Nancy some medicine. I had
All
an
right.
excuse.
Well, that is a good excuse.
Then I took advantage.
Took advantage of it and did what? Did some donuts in a parking lot?
No, not on my pickup.
What do you mean by that? Your pickup's too good to do donuts?
I don't want to hit something and mess up my pickup.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, that's fair.
But we had a really nice snow, and then
You didn't lose power.
nope.
Good.
I don't know of anybody. Do you, Matt? Anybody that lost
I
power?
didn't know anyone that lost power.
Because it was a fine snow. Told Matthew, I said, I don't even know how you made a snowman because it was so fine and didn't have enough hardly moisture in it where you can make a snowball with it.
Oh.
So, but people said it made some good snow cream. We didn't do that, but
Okay. Now you've mentioned Matthew. You need to tell the Myrtle Beast who Matthew is, and you can make up anything you want. You can say it's your podiatrist or anything you want, but people need to know who Matthew is.
Matthew's somebody that comes in here because I'm really not computer savvy and make sure that everything goes well with the podcast. And he looks after us over here on the side and then gets everything sent back off to Logan and doing stuff like. And he's a musician too, so got a little band he plays in and all kind of stuff. So
Oh well,
He's,
let's not promote him too hard now.
okay.
You want to keep it. We need to keep him around to help. We don't need to get too successful. And does he ever ask to see your feet?
Say no.
No,
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what so he's not a podiatrist too.
no.
Okay,
he's
well.
not, no.
Well, we could have got a 3-for-1. He's a musician. He's a associate producer or whatever the heck he is, and then he's also a podiatrist. I mean, you got to try to you got to be multifaceted these days.
He
With
is
with AI, you got to keep moving and shaking.
He's got like 3 different jobs besides this, and going to school and teaching and doing stuff at school, and then
All right, that's enough about him. Just sitting in his contract to get promoted. on this
Well,
show.
Link, let me ask you. we got the snow out of the way, and I really do want to get to this.
Yeah.
I called you, and you told me that you were painting in your house.
Uh-huh. And I said, you'd be so surprised. You'd be so proud of me. I think I was going to take a picture or video, but then I forgot to
Hurt
do
your
that.
back.
Yeah, then I hurt my back. The stucco underneath our front door, there's like a little strip of stucco, and then it started to disintegrate. And our house is dark, like almost like a really dark gray. But then when it started to disintegrate, it was like white powder just like coming off everywhere. And
that is called effervescence.
Effervescence, huh? Just like an Alka-Seltzer?
Yeah, because something's happening when the moisture is making it come off the house.
So that's a sign of a bigger problem. But I just want to put lipstick on a pig. And I'm like, Chrissy's like, every time I go in here, I see that you have knocked more of the stucco off. And at first I'm like, well, I didn't do that. It just happens naturally. And then I realized, oh, well, I did do that. Because I went up to it and I put my foot up there and I went like that to see how much of it would come off. And boy, if all of it didn't come off. So then I knew she was right. And every time she walks in the front door, she's thinking about how she didn't say any of this. I was just inferring that she's like, every time I go in the house, I see this. And then I inferred that she thinks, and my deadbeat husband doesn't know how to do anything around here. So it's going to be like that forever until I call somebody to come here and fix it. She didn't say any of that, but I kind of felt like it felt a little cooler, like all of a sudden the sun had shifted and I was in the shade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go into the garage and I'm gonna fish out one of these paint brushes and I'm gonna fish out some of this paint that matches the front of the house. And I'm gonna fish out a scraper and I'm gonna fish out another brush that I'm gonna use to scrape all this debris off and then brush it away. And then I'm gonna paint what's left. As a temporary fix, yes. But one that's not going to be an eyesore every time you walk in the main entrance to our house. Because I'm the man. I'm the man of the house. And boy, I know how to get stuff painted because my dad taught me that. So I went under there and I started cleaning all that debris off. And I said, I just thought about you. Left, right, and center, Dad. About how proud you would be.
Yeah.
All right. And then I painted it. And then I didn't say a word about it. I snuck it all out there and I did it. And then I snuck it all back and I put it away. And I even cleaned out the brush the way that you taught me to clean out the brush and put it back inside of the case so all the bristles would be the right direction. Next time I got that out to be the man,
That's right.
my bristles will be in the right direction. And then, to her credit, it didn't even take a full day. She was like, you have painted the so-and-so. I'm like, that's right, I did, because who's the man? Who's the man? And she didn't say anything, but I know what she was thinking. You're the man. You're my man, and you did this. That's what she was thinking. But she didn't say that. She didn't say anything, but that's what she was thinking. Because I can tell, I can tell what she's thinking. And of course, to your point, we might have some underlying issues there. There might be a leak under the house, but a little lipstick on a pig. You ever seen lipstick on a pig? Or are you just proud of me? Go any direction
Just
you want
proud
with
of
this. Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm just glad you fixed it. Well, listen.
I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
I don't know if Logan's got it. I think but I sent you a picture of me painting.
Oh.
In this house, but it won't down on the ground. It was up in the air, and this house I've been painting in has got like 12-foot ceilings.
Oh.
And then I
way up
I got a scaffolding that's 8 foot by about 3 foot. And then where I was painting on the 12-foot ceiling, I couldn't reach it. So I had to set the 4-foot ladder up on top of the scaffolding and climb up the ladder and paint it. So
That doesn't sound, that sounds like a confluence of chicanery.
it worked out good. I did it a bunch of times and caught with it like that. It was better than climbing up and down a ladder, 10-foot ladder.
Well, you climbed up a ladder 3 foot less than you would have needed to if you didn't put it on a platform.
Yeah, we wouldn't go. See, the scaffolding wouldn't go up any higher, and I
know,
didn't have
but
any more.
But the ladder would have gone up higher if you didn't have the scaffolding.
Yeah, but then I had to move all the furniture, and then I could just roll this scaffolding right around and go down through there and just paint it and walk up 2 runs of a 4-foot ladder and just paint.
Oh, see, that does not look safe. And then who took this picture?
The man that's Mr. Bill, it was the lady that they owned the house. It was he was there. I gave him my phone, had him take the picture.
Well, Dad, I know you're proud of yourself, but this kind of makes me a little nervous.
Made Nancy nervous too.
Because on either side of the ladder, you could just fall off the platform.
I'm through with it and got the scaffolding took down and
Okay.
finished with the room.
Please don't fall off a ladder. Good God. I mean, I don't want this to be one of those things where I have to come on here, do a dispatcher's action and say, well, Dad fell off a ladder. You know?
Well, what I'm trying to figure out is you were just standing with cottage cheese, and I worked off this scaffolding with a 4-foot ladder for about 3 weeks. Didn't fall, didn't get hurt, didn't hurt my back, and you hurt yours dipping out cottage cheese. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I didn't see you with any cottage cheese up there on that ladder. Next time you're gonna do that, I want to see you make a bowl of cottage cheese up there. Huh?
Well, I don't eat cottage cheese, but I might get some peanut butter or something and take it up there.
That's what I want to see. I want to see you set up a platform. I want to put a ladder on top of it, and then if you can involve an animal, that would be awesome.
My animal. So
yeah, like
well, they got some little dogs there. I might could get one of them and hold it.
get a raccoon to go up there.
Oh no cracking. No, that ain't gonna happen.
All right, fine.
Well, Link, but I really do hope that you tough it on out and that your back gets better and everything, because we've had a wonderful episode of
Yes, we have.
Dispatches from Myrtle Beach today, and it was fun having all of you here with us today, and we'll be back next week for another one. And don't forget to follow and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. And while you're at it, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And if you got a question, comment, or a story you'd like to share with me, email me at ratherbeshaggin53 at AOL.com. And y'all have a great rest of your week. Now wobble on out of here, Link.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna wobble on out of here. I look like an old person.
Well, I love you, though.
I love you
be
too,
careful.
though. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Get an extra peek into Link's trip to Japan on the new vlog available now on mythicalsociety.com.